All right, we are live. It is Friday, May 15th, I believe. And I am joined here today with Coach Alex.
Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good week. Anyway, why don't we get started? I'm gonna grab my jump rope because we're just gonna start off with the usual cardio workout. If you got a jump rope at home, this is the perfect time to get it out and start using it. If not, feel free. You can run in place, you can do jumping jacks. Not super important what you do here, it's just to get your blood pumping. So, here we go. Let me try that again. There we go, all right. I forgot to mention, we're going to be doing some saber blade work today. So if you got a saber, you might want to go grab that too. You got time, I'll be here jumping. So, and if you don't have a saber at home, you can get a stick or a pen, something like that, something to hold. Or if you don't have that, always just use your thumb. Just like that, to keep track of where your blade is. Anyway, back to jumping. All right, we got a minute or so left. Pick up the pace a little bit. All right, that feels pretty good. If you got your jump rope out, you can put it aside now. All right, do a little stretching. We're gonna start off with a kick stretch. So you're gonna, with a straight leg, you're gonna kick out, like so. And with the other leg. I like to put my hands up, kind of for balance. Gives me also kind of a target to reach for. When you do this, make sure you're keeping your legs straight. And try to kick as high as you can, but don't try to like really force yourself. You wanna feel that stretch right in that hamstring, right on the back of your thigh. But you don't wanna force it. So, easy high kicks. Feel it go up until you feel that stretch. Don't try to force your body further than it's able to go, because that's how you get hurt. All right, pretty good. Let's move on. We're gonna stretch the quads now, so the opposite side muscle. So what you're gonna do, stand up straight and tall. You're gonna stand on one foot and put your ankle in your hand like this. And then you're going to push your ankle backwards, still holding it. And as you do it, try to push your front hip kind of forwards, like so, and make as much space between your ankle and your backside as you can. you need to hold on to something like a wall or a chair to steady yourself, that's perfectly all right. And now let's try it on the other side. Right, so, other foot in your other hand, and you're going to push that ankle back and push your hips forward. Try to make as much space as you can. Ooh, almost fell there. There we go. Good. And back down. Okay. Do some good old hip rotations, also called open and close the gate. So, I like to put my hands on my hips for this. This helps me keep my hips nice and square. I'm going to pick up my knee, turn it off to the side like so, and back down. Same with the other one. You're trying to make great big sweeping arc with your knee that follows the entire range of motion of your hip. So, as high and as big a round of a circle as you can make with that knee. Really try to stretch those hips out. I like this one. Feels good. Stretches a lot of muscles. Let's go the other way now. So outside and in, outside and in. All right. And one more before we get to footwork. We're going to stretch the IT band. I'm going to do it a little bit differently from the way I usually do it. Hopefully this makes it a little bit simpler and easier to do. What I'm going to do is just stand normally, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to bend over to one side. And as I do, I'm going to push my hips in the opposite direction that I'm leaning. Like so. And you should feel, especially as you move your hips, you should feel a stretch right along the outside of your leg right here. As you bend, you should feel kind of a stretch up the side of your torso right here. So this whole line here gets stretched out. All right, up and now, other side. So, again, standing centered, you're gonna lean over, and as you do, you're gonna push your hips away from the direction you're leaning, like so. Lean over, Make sure you're leaning to the side and not like bending over like that, because then you lose the stretch. Make sure it's sideways. Feel that stretch all along your side here. Alright, and slow back up. Alright, hopefully we're feeling nice and loose after that. Let's do some footwork. So, feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees, good on guard. Make sure your weight is centered, even on both feet. And I'm going to be doing some blade work with footwork later on, so I want you to put your hands away. I'm going to put my hands here across my chest. You can put them on your hips like that too. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep us from moving our arms around. This is especially true of people who are new to fencing, who kind of feel the need to steady themselves. You got to learn to keep your body relaxed and upright and balanced without using your hands, because your hands have to fence. And if you're using them to balance, you can't fence with them. So here we go. Put your hands here or here. And we're gonna take double advance. So step out with your heel, and as your toe comes down, bring your back foot up. Boom. Then do it again. Boom. Advance, advance. Advance, advance. Advance, advance. Remember, nice small steps. Ba, 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 ba. And right now we're just doing a nice even tempo. Ba, 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 ba. Nice and slow. Just kind of getting prepared. All right, let's do retreats now. So same thing with retreats. Stick out your back foot and then snap the front foot up. And again. Ba, 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 ba. Nice small steps. Keep your upper body relaxed. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Cool. I'm going to switch to advances. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. And retreats. Remember, keep your steps nice and even right now. Not trying to do anything fancy just yet. Just nice, even, steady rhythm. Advance. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. And retreat. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Cool. And advance. Ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. And retreat. Ba, ba. Nice and slow. Small, even steps. All right, cool. Now let's try something fancy. So, we're gonna start with a slow step and then go to a fast one. So, ba, 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 ba. Slow, fast. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. So, your steps stay small. You don't take a big or fast step, because all it actually does is slow you down. Ba, 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 ba. I'll get to that in a sec. Let's do some retreats. So, slow retreat, quick retreat. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. We're gonna make those steps really slow and really quick, respectively. and advances. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Oh, I didn't quite do it that time. Slow, quick. There we go. And so, as I was saying, the reason you want to take small, quick advances is because the less distance you cover, the quicker you can make them. On retreats, bump, bump, bump. The idea is not to go really far, really fast, otherwise we would just sprint. The idea is to change the speed in a way your opponent isn't expecting and surprise them. So, what can you do with that surprise? Let's do the next thing. So, I'm going to go slow advance, quick advance, lunge. All right, I took a slow advance. I got my opponent used to me not moving very fast, not being very dangerous, and suddenly, quick step closes just a little bit of distance. It steals just a little more, gets me a little closer to them before they realize it, and I can set up a lunge and get them. So here we go. Slow or watching, step, quick step and lunge. Oh, I should put my hands away, like I said. We'll get to thrusts and such later. Slow, quick, lunge. All right, let's do retreats. Same thing works for retreats. I'm slowly backing away, watching what my opponent does, and then quick step. This steals distance by widening the gap and gives me time to make them miss or say, watch where they attack and do a parry, something like that. So, let me start from the beginning because I interrupted myself. Slow retreat, quick retreat, lunge. There we go. If they miss, you have to make up a little bit of distance. That's where that lunge comes in. I'm not trying to do a big lunge, notice. I'm just trying to make up a little extra distance I stole from them so that I can hit. So there we go. Slow, quick retreat, lunge, whoops. CBA floors. Something that never changes. All right. Slow retreat, quick retreat, lunge. Slow, quick, lunge. Slow, quick, lunge. All right, and advance. Slow, quick, lunge. Slow, quick, lunge. Slow step, quick, lunge. Slow, quick, lunge. And retreats. Slow step, quick, lunge. Slow, quick, lunge. One thing that helps with that direction change, keep your weight low, bend your knees, and try not to let your upper body wobble. Try to keep it centered. Slow, quick lunge. Cool. Now, let's alternate some of the stuff we did before. So, the whole sequence is going to be slow, 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 fast lunge. So, ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. Your two sets should take the same amount of time, ideally. So let's do that on reverse. Let's see if we can do it. So, ba 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 ba. Oops, didn't quite do it. So, ba 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 ba. Almost got it. Ba 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 ba. Getting there. Looks like I have to practice this one too. All right, let's go forwards. Slow, 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 quick lunge. Slow, 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 quick lunge. Slow, 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 quick lunge. All right, and retreats. Slow, 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 quick punch. All right, and forwards. And reverse. And forwards one more time. Slow, 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 quick punch. Slow, slow. And reverse. Slow, 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 quick punch. Okay. All right. Let's go get some swords. I'm going to do saber. All right. So what I wanted to work on today is a defensive tactic where you feed your opponent information. So what I see a lot of people doing who are not good at defending, not good at backing up, is they wait and they're passive on defense. They back away, and they let their opponent make all of the decisions. And the problem with that is you have to react. And unless you have amazing reflexes, you're probably not going to react in time, all right? Even the fastest athletes ever tested get, I think, just under a fifth of a second in response time. Which means no matter what you do, no matter how good of a fencer you are, you will always be 1/5 of a second behind your opponent if you're going on pure reactions. And that might not sound like much. That's the difference between winning and losing, and you don't want that. You want them reacting to you in some way. So this is one of the things you can do. Anyway, this is called a false parry. This is, by the way, is the counter to the thing we covered last week, which was the feint cut, or the feint disengage. This is the counter to it. So if you have an opponent who is really good, likes those feints, this is perfect for taking them down. So here we go. We're gonna work on blade work real quick. All you're gonna do is parry 5, but you're gonna stop about halfway up, like that. So remember, this is a full parry 5, this is a half. Back on guard, half parry. Cool. So it looks like you're starting to parry head, but you're not all the way up here. So when you're only halfway up, you can quickly go down to here or down to here real fast. Actually, let me show that to you left-handed real quick. So here we go. Turn, raise up. You're only going to be about the height of your shoulder. It's as high as you need to go. You're not trying to actually stop anything. You're trying to plant your opponent's head. Oh, I respond to your attacks by parrying head. And your opponent will go, oh, they like to parry head, huh? I bet I could catch them with a feint and disengage. Now, what they don't know is you're ready. At least you're gonna be. So here we go. Turn, raise up, just shoulder height. Remember, not protecting anything, just showing, look, I'm doing a parry. I'm about to do a parry. All right. Okay, so turn up. All right, I think everybody's gotten the idea of this by now, so let's do some real parries. So, show the false parry, and we're going to pull our elbow into our side like this. So, show and then pull your elbow into your side, and that puts you in a parry 3 position. Show, pull it in. Okay. And on the left side, show, and then this elbow right into here. Pull it in. show the parry, pull in. Show the parry, and in. There we go. I'm going to switch hands again. So, show and in. Show, in. Make sure your hand is far enough to the side that it's protecting this outside and that you have a little bit of an angle. That angle makes a stronger parry. It deflects your opponent's blade into this little notch here. Like that. And right there, you have a mechanical advantage. So your parry is much, much stronger than their attack. Show. All right. Let's do the other side now. So, parry 5, and this is for when they cut to here. You're going to turn your blade, and you're going to use these big pec muscles you have. Push your hand down. So, turning, and as you do, your hand drops down, and you should be in a good parry 4 position. Again, angle the blade, make sure you are far enough to the outside that you're protecting this part of you. Or I should start from on guard. On guard. Show them parry, parry. Show head parry, parry 4. Alright, I'm going to show that left-handed now. So, showing the parry, and then turning my hand, coming down here. Alright, so, on guard, turn, and parry. Show them fake, real parry. False, real. False, real. I'm going to switch back to right-handed and show and parry. Show and parry. Show and parry. All right. Cool. So that's the blade action. Let's do it all together, kind of like you would in a bout now. So we're going to come back to that slow, fast tempo we did a few minutes ago. You're going to slowly back, take a retreat as you show them the parry. You want to do this slow because you want to make sure they see it. So showing slowly, and the slow motion also gives you a chance to observe their reaction. And then let's do this parry. So quick retreat and riposte. So we'll do that left-handed too. Going to be slowly showing and then quick. Remember, pull your parry into your side and the riposte. So slow, quick riposte. Slow, quick riposte. That quick advance gives you a little bit of extra space and helps you get that parry in time. If you're really fast, you might be able to stand your ground and do it. Maybe. I'd rather go for something that I feel certain will work. Alright, so here we go. Show them the parry. Quick. Show. Retreat and riposte. Showing, parry, riposte. Showing, oops. Showing, parry, riposte. And on the right side, show them, parry, riposte. Show, parry, riposte. Show, parry, riposte. All right, let's do the other side. So, footwork tempo is the same. slow. And this time they're going to cut to here. So you're going to do quick step, parry, riposte. If you're left-handed, imagine they're cutting to here. So show them that you see the blade turn, and then quick step back, riposte. Turn, show, quick parry, riposte. Show, parry, riposte. Show, parry, riposte. Show, parry, riposte. Alright. Show them the parry, and then quick parry, riposte. All right, looking good. So now that I think we've got the motion down, let's do it with a somewhat live opponent. So I'll be your opponent. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a step threatening head, and then I'm going to change lines. I'm either going to go here or here. The parry you do is going to depend on whether you are right or left-handed. You got to parry on the appropriate side. So if my blade is here, make sure your parry is also right here. If my blade is here, your parry is also right here. All right. And don't forget to do the retreats. You got to keep moving. You got to keep that distance open so that you have time to do these fancy blade actions. All right, here we go. There we go. Hopefully you all put your blades right here. Remember, you're only going halfway up so that you can quickly go down when I change lines. Nice. There we go. Oh, you thought I was doing a pattern? No, you gotta watch. You don't know what your opponent's gonna do. There we go. There's no way he would try the same thing 3 times in a row. Yeah, sometimes people do. Yep, remember, slow with that first parry. Make sure you're showing it to me so that I respond the way you want me to. If you don't do a good job showing, I may just go ahead, and then all of your plans are for nothing. So, make sure I can see you trying to parry. Parry, and then the real one. Nice. Good. Oops, I screwed up my own timing. Hopefully you parried that. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. Gonna add one more element to this to make it even closer to what'll happen in a bout, because opponents don't necessarily go in right away. They might, prepare and feel you out, try to get a sense of what you're gonna do. And this is the perfect time to start feeding them false information. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna prepare, it's gonna look like this. All right. In a real bout, I'd be moving forwards, but we don't really have that space. So it'll look like I'm moving forwards. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna back away slow steps, show me that false parry. This is gonna plant in my mind that, oh, you respond to an aggressive move with a head parry. And me, thinking I'm a smart fencer, I'm gonna concoct a plan, not knowing that that plan was your plan all along, and you're just gonna fake me out. So we'll just do the prep a couple of times. So yeah, it's 2 slow retreats with the false parry. It's gonna look, I'll do right-handed and left-handed. So you would do boom, boom, like that, or if you're left-handed, boom, boom. Yeah, nice big show of, oh look, I'm getting spooked. I'm trying to parry head. So, there we go. Cool. So now, you're gonna watch. Sometimes I'm gonna do just a prep, and sometimes I'm gonna do a real attack. Boom, boom. I might go to here, I might go to here. You gotta be ready with the real parry. So remember, these are fake attacks. You just back away, you keep the distance open. I won't try anything, I won't attack, and if I do, I'll miss. So, yeah, that's a prep, so just show the parry. There you go. And I neglected to mention this, my fault, but if I'm sticking my arm forward, that's generally a good sign I really want to attack. Whereas if it's not coming forward, probably less interested in attacking and more interested in just seeing how you react. So here we go. Yep, just back away. Just keep watching me. Sooner or later I'm going to try something. Like right there. There we go, you're ready. So remember, keep your own movements nice and slow so that you can watch what I do. Nice. Yeah, sometimes your opponent's jumpy. They don't give you the time to set things up. You gotta be ready for that too. Looking good. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. I'm used to preparing like this because the next level of this is trying to fake your opponent as to thinking when you're going to attack. That's a bad habit on my part. Would be a good habit on your part if you ever find yourself in the other situation where you're attacking, but I'll try to keep it consistent for you guys. There we go. And that one's a real attack. So, prep, breathe. There we go. There we go, looking real good. Let's do a few more. All right, well that was pretty good. Hope you all learned something, hope you all had fun. And so we can't see you in person, so we'll be seeing you out on the internet. Till then, till we can see you again, stay safe, stay hydrated.